something that scared me. Thought there was just gonna be some type of which is possible. And I haven't cried in a long time, but when they brought out tears. I don't deal with criticism. I hear it. Pressure's a privilege. Baby Jokic. Yeah, good luck, big dog. Ni hao, all the fans of basketball character, yeah? How old is he? 19? Yeah, I seen him play. He was on my team maybe 2 years ago. We played in an event. You could see how good he was going to be, and obviously he is where he is now. So good luck to him and stay healthy. Well, in high school, I went to boarding school. So I got exposed to the Chinese culture. I studied Mandarin for a few years, and it gave me a better feel for the culture. And a lot of my friends in boarding school were Asian as well. And then I learned obviously characters and opinions, and I wanted to learn how to make the visuals of family first. And then obviously being fearless was something that I always prided myself on. So making those into tattoos and characters and opinions was something that I thought was pretty cool. It's a little disguised into this Bible script that my mom, I don't deal with criticism. I hear it, I see it, then I move on. For me, it's never been about pleasing or trying to do whatever anybody else wanted me to do. I always found my own joy in what I was doing, and obviously criticism's gonna come. I heard a quote that was, pressure's a privilege. So for me to have pressure anywhere I go, I look at that as a privilege, and that's always hit home for me. I don't really deal with criticism. I like to float like a butterfly and keep it moving. I always felt like if there's nothing to say, there's nothing to say. And when you ask me, do I deal with criticism and things like that, like I said, I always say less and just keep it going. Float like a butterfly is something that really inspires me in my everyday life. So to come here and spread that amongst the fans that really hear me when I say things like that, it's always pretty cool, and I always appreciate the love. I like to give credit to D-Wade. D-Wade obviously has been here and he's been building his brand for years. This wouldn't happen without him. So for him, I always like to give him his flowers and give him as much credit as possible. The brand has been unbelievable. Being able to get here and cross paths with some fans that I've been knowing for almost 10 years now, and Shaw and everybody that's involved in making this happen, can't give them any higher praise than I'm already giving them, but I never take it for granted either. Like I said, my son, he really was involved in this brand, in this one alone. So for me to have my first son and him to be creative as he was unintentionally, and then for the brand, like you said, to recognize it and bring it to life, it'll never go unnoticed for me and my family, and then this shoe will last forever no matter where I'm at. So this is always a beautiful feeling. Yeah, I think crying is a good thing for us, and I haven't cried in a long time, but when they brought out the shoe and introduced me to what the plan was and what the future was gonna hold of it, it brought out tears. So to be able to express that in words now is not something that was easy for me at first, but to be a part of it and be able to express myself without crying is it's a cool feeling. My plan for this offseason was definitely get to China first, visit all my biggest fans, starting in Kunming, and I think we're going to Macau to finish our trip. But then the hard work starts. As soon as we leave here, we start training and we start implementing basketball and cardio into for me, it was obviously give my fans a piece of me and then focus on myself and my family.
快问快答，最喜欢的电影是什么？
My favorite movie is Wolf of Wall Street.
你现在还害怕世界末日吗？
The end of the world, does it exist? Yeah, growing up, obviously, you have big fears and you have an imagination, and the end of the world was something that scared me. Thought there was just gonna be some type of end of the world event, which is possible. But I remember my grandma always saying there's no expiration date on the world ending. So once I heard that, I ran with it. And I felt good about it after that.
给自己的球技打几分？
I think a 10.
给自己的外貌打几分？
My appearance, maybe a 9.
给自己的穿搭打几分？
Fashion style, I think a 10. That's a good question. Let me see. This one. You remember that, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.